Starting out in Vampire Survivors can be difficult when you don't know what any of the abilities are, or in general, you don't know anything. That's why I'm making this beginner's guide to efficiently and effectively show you how to start your Vampire Survivors experience. To get right into it, these are light sources. They spawn in every map, and upon destroying them, they'll drop one of a few items. These items can be money, in the form of single coins or smaller big bags, chicken, which give you health, little clovers, which increase your luck, rosaries, which kill all enemies on the screen, vacuums, which bring experience gems to you, orologians, I just call them clocks, which stop time for a little while, or lastly, nudja frita tontos, or fire bricks, as pretty much everyone calls them, that make you spew high damage dealing fire from your mouth for a little while. These light sources will consistently spawn in just outside the bounds of your screen, so you're going to have to move around to look for them. Your first couple games, you're going to want to get as much money as possible. That means you should be searching out light sources to get money from them. With the money you get, the first thing you want to purchase is the character Imelda. Her starting weapon, Magic Wand, is very good, and her passive ability will help you level up faster. This is nice because your first big goal is to unlock the next map, Inlay Library, which you do by hitting level 20. Before I tell you about Inlay Library, you're probably wondering about weapons and passive abilities. Some good weapons to look for are Bible, Rune Tracer, Fire Wand, Cross, and Santa Water. One thing to note about Santa Water is that it drops damage pools on the ground. Stay in the middle of these pools so enemies are more likely to die before they can hit you. Besides Santa Water and Bible, you have to unlock the other 3 weapons I just listed. Check the unlock tab to see what you need to do to unlock them. As important as it is to use good weapons, it's more important that you don't use bad weapons. And these weapons I'm referring to are Clock Lancet, Pentagram, and Laurel. You will need to use these weapons in the future to unlock certain achievements, but for now you want to stay away from them. Another weapon that I want to talk specifically about is Garlic. You unlock Garlic by finding and picking up 5 chickens. Garlic is your best friend starting out. It creates a ring around you that damages enemies who walk into it. This is good for low health enemies as it will often kill them on contact. However, once you get into the mid to late game, Garlic lacks enough strength and becomes almost completely useless. I recommend you use Garlic until you unlock the character Mortaccio, which you get by killing 3,000 skeletons, which spawn in the Mad Forest at the 3-minute mark. Mortaccio is one of the 3 best characters in the game solely because of his passive ability that gives him more projectiles as he levels. To put it simply, more projectiles equals a better build. Moving on to talking about passive abilities, the most important passive is Duplicator, because it will also give you more projectiles. To unlock Duplicator, you just need to get Magic Wand to level 7, and in every future run, you will be able to get it. Besides Duplicator, every other passive will be decided by what you need to evolve the weapons you are using. Most but not all weapons have an evolution. These evolutions make the weapon much stronger. To evolve a weapon, you need to get every level possible for that weapon, and also own the passive that goes with that weapon. In the description of this video will be a link to a chart that shows what passive you need for what weapon. I recommend having this open while you play so you can see what passives you need. Once you have a weapon at its max level and own at least 1 level of the corresponding passive, you have to open a chest, and that chest will almost certainly give you the evolved weapon. Chests are dropped by defeated bosses that spawn periodically throughout your run. Moving on to power-ups, the most important power-up is a mount, because, shocker, it gives you an additional projectile. Next most important is greed. If at first you don't have enough money to get a mount, put as much as you can into greed, and it will allow you to earn more money, which will allow you to get new characters and power-ups faster. After these 2, cooldown, area, duration, and might are the most important power-ups. Keep in mind that you can refund your power-ups as many times as you want at no charge, so feel free to refund and play around with which ones you use. Now back to Inlay Library, you will probably want to go there as soon as possible, because it is actually easier than Mad Forest. You will want to go back to Mad Forest to unlock Mortaccio, but Inlay Library is where you will finish the game for the first time. When I say finish the game, I really mean to get to 30 minutes, because at 30 minutes a Reaper will come out and kill you and end your run. You now have all the knowledge you need to start playing this wonderful game, so this is the part where I tell you to go off on your own, play the game, make and learn from mistakes, achievement hunt, and more importantly, have fun. And a little bonus tip, save yourself some time and press escape to skip the long chest opening animation. Stay slippery, butter out.